Hello everyone, my name is Joe Arcelli. I'm your favorite Actran applications engineer, here with a brand new video about the top 5 greatest features in Actran 2024.2. Let's get into it. So for those of you who aren't familiar already with Actran, I'm just going to give a quick brief introduction. Actran is a finite element-based acoustic solution that can solve aeroacoustic and vibroacoustic problems. We empower engineers to develop quieter products and build a more sustainable world. Let's get right into it with our number 1 new feature in the 2024.2 release, the ICFD projection tool. What we've done in our ICFD utility analysis is include a new export localization keyword. What this one will let us do is check that the placement of our CFD cells are well put inside our acoustic mesh. ICFD is going to output an NFF map to ensure that the localization is correct, so we can visually make sure that our aeroacoustic sources are where we want them to be and avoid running costly long jobs where the sources aren't even where we expected them to be. Number 2 is the nonlinear acoustic propagation in Actran DGM. So in the 2024.2 release, Actran DGM introduces a time domain solver with nonlinear Euler equations. Nonlinear acoustics occur when you have nonlinear media, high noise levels, so in excess of 160 decibel, something like that. And these effects are not accounted for unless you use this nonlinear acoustic propagation operator in Actran DGM. For people working with turbo machinery, I think this one will be really exciting to get full, complete physics. Number 3 is a new 3D viewport that we've put in our SEA manager. This helps with model comprehension and interactivity, and it's an advancement that is a first step towards graphic-based SEA model setup, something that we're really hoping makes building and working with SEA models a lot easier in Actran. Number 4 is a new acoustic indicator calculator that we have directly in Actran VI. It lets engineers compute acoustic indicators for single or multi-layer material stacks defined by a composite trim. You get insertion loss, transmission loss, absorption coefficient, you name it, and you can directly use these parameters in an Actran analysis once you've computed them from the calculator. This is really for the people who know a fair bit about defining their material properties, but want a simple and quick representation in their acoustic model. It'll give the same sort of indicators as you would get from a Kunsttube experiment, so we're happy with how this one works and what it will unlock for engineers working with acoustic trim and isolation materials. And last but not least, number 5 is the automatic mode for exterior acoustic component. So exterior acoustic component is one of the most commonly used components in Actran for modeling free field and semi-free field radiation. And based on what you give it as input domain size and mesh interpolation, it'll automatically compute the best practice mesh size, number of elements per wavelength, volume thickness, and what non-reflecting boundary condition is most suited to the model. This is going to make things a lot easier for newer and less experienced engineers and just everyone who is working with the component, but we still keep the ability for those of you who are more experienced and have really tuned this parameter to your model to set things up by hand to either maximize solution speed or accuracy. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much. Make sure to smash that like button and put your thoughts down in the comments. If you have any questions about any of these improvements, feel free to send me a mail. I'd be more than happy to discuss them with you. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.